Okay, so I wanted to darn some holes in my husband's work jeans. So this doesn't have to look fancy. They're work jeans, nobody sees them, but he goes through jeans really quickly. And so instead of patching like I normally do, and you can't ever match the denim very well, I found some thread that matches pretty good. And so in order to do this, you use your buttonhole foot, and then you bring the part where the button would sit all the way back as far as it'll go. And then you come over to your stitch settings on your display, and you go to the regular stitches, and you're going to go to the buttonhole, and this is on the second page, and it's 13. So you can see there, that's 13. And so when you start, the needle goes down first. So you place this where you want it, where you're wanting to stitch at the beginning. And it's gonna go back and forth this way. And it'll go that much and then back, and then that much and then back. So the needle will go reverse forward. So it's hard to tell on these jeans, but I'm thinking I want to go about right there. So then you're going to drop your needle first, and then you drop your foot. And I have disconnected the foot pedal just because it's easier. And you can use the foot pedal if you want. And if you don't want to do that big of a section, like maybe your hole's just tiny, then you can start and stop wherever you want it to go. But I want it to do the whole little section that it'll do. So then you hit your start, and if you watch, it's gonna just do it. It really doesn't take very long to do a little section. And then I have the thread cutter feature turned on so that once it locks my stitch, it cuts my thread for me. And then if you pay attention if you've got a bigger area to cover like I do, if you look, it's kind of not focused very well, but if you look where your thread came out, that's where it stopped stitching at the beginning. So you can just slide this over to where your thread came out and then just do the next section. So you drop your needle, drop your foot, and hit start. And then it'll do the next section. So I couldn't find any videos on YouTube or the website that showed me how to do darning, and I am not tech savvy. So I looked in my handy dandy book. So if you have the Janome Skyline S9, and it's on page 58, and what you do is you go this way, so your needle starts here, and it's gonna go back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. And then when you come back, you do crosswise. So you're just weaving a new piece of fabric over the top of that hole. And like here it says, it'll do 3/4 inch by 3/8 inch. And then when you're done with that and you just wanna do the next section, if your measurements haven't changed, it gives you this little display. That's really wonky. But it says restart for the same size, which is what I want to do. So I'm just going to go back over to the next section, and it's not perfect, clearly, but it'll work good enough for my husband's work jeans. If I were doing it on something more delicate or visible, I might do something differently, but this will work for what I'm doing. And then drop your foot, and then hit start. So I hope this is helpful for anybody who wants to do any darning. And then as you can see, this is what it ends up looking like. So I've done the back and forth this way over the little holes, and then I'll come back and go the other direction.